at a garden.
So, since this is a kind of a song and dance focused program, I thought I'd do a little twerking for Bernadette.
Yay!
Just kidding. No, I brought a book, this beautiful copy of the original Moving. Actually, in 1985 or 6, I think it was, I was writing my thesis on Bernadette's work. And just a couple of years before that, I had worked at the Poetry Center at San Francisco State. And I borrowed this book, and I seem to have kept it for rather a long time. So thank you, Poetry Center, for that. It really is an extraordinary work, and the first time I read it, I thought there must be some key, some secret to this text. And I had a brief correspondence with Bernadette in which I asked her what it was all about. And are you hearing feedback too? Yeah. Is this my fault?
No.
Okay. All right, so she answered, yes, there is something special about the composition of Moving, but maybe not what you'd expect. I set myself the task of not writing at all unless I was absolutely compelled to write. I wanted to prove to myself that writing was something. I wanted to observe the world. It was my first time living in the country, and I didn't want to write for the sake of writing. So I kept the typewriter in an unimportant place and kept no journal and just was a person. And once in a while, I would write something down, and after 3 seasons of doing this, Anne Waldman came to visit my reclusive house and piled up the pages and said, well, I think this is an interesting work, and I will publish it, which was very nice, as Gertrude Stein would say. So thank you, Anne, wherever you are in this space, for publishing this wonderful, groundbreaking book that I'm about to read from. I'm just going to read 2 pages. The pages are very full of text, but as you can see, what is also really cool about this copy, it still has my post-it notes that I put in when I was writing my thesis. So this is all right. Where am I? Nobody here but good people from the space age. Fly away, but not like a crow, crouched down and dreaming further on in space is a hot, still July night, a starry night, 10, 11 o'clock, a hand of cribbage, the Dick Cavett show, maybe, fuck, maybe. And don't you want something easy and thin to put over nothing but sunshine, lush, silk-eyed, expensive, creamy starlight skin? Cotton knit smock top and green lattices with pink and purple stuff on it, or gold starry lattices with purple and butterscotch stuff, $16. The star is a symbol of the heavens and the divine goal which man has always liked. I love you. The stripe is symbolic of the rays of light that come and go out of the sun and other stars. I'm saving all your envelopes. I'll send you all a piece of this without a U.S. stamp. A piece of what? That stars sing. Let me go. The message ends. We live 2 lives whose meaning is fouled anchors, scarlet plumes, eagles, pine trees, rattlesnakes, moons, stars, pine trees, stars, moons, sections, women's liberation, eagles, globes, anchors, rattlers, pegs, hopes, Bunker Hill, Bennington, the cruisers. I swear before the altar of God, eternal hostility to every form of tyranny over the mind of man and his dreams. White Christmas dreamer? Why not start in June, in white mink, that is, or in a white sink? Tailored Woman has taken a strong position in the finest Emba rare quality natural white mink pelts, better than food, in the new longer length. It's convincing to know that our prices start at $1,146. It's convincing to know I'm your friend, an appeal to the electric sky of the heavens, the flag and fur coats, FIR coats, and flimsy lattices. He sat on the door that had fallen down, saying, "This flimsy lattice is throwing my life around." He went out to the garden. "Take," she said, "you can be up to your boobies." No, sorry. "Take that," he said, pointing her eyes to the closest garden tool, the hoe. "Bill, the plantation." "No, Bill," she said, "you can be up to your boobies in white satin and still be on the plantation." The man with the hoe, he laughed, smoking perfectly. "How will the family unit be destroyed?" she said. The women who belong to these men and all other women not yet in the cycle of marriage and the family will revolt in every way. When the men are confronted with the revolt of women against the family and society, they will no longer have the escape valve of supremacy over those beneath them in the caste system. Women are opposed to the masculine ideology of power. Sun, moon, tree, flower, person, it's about right for almost July. It's still alive, I said. Yes, he said, and with a quick movement he picked up the star and spun it over my head and far out into the sea. It sank in a burst of spume and the waters roared over it. You may believe women are harmless, but they are not. How fine does the lens resolve? Center? Edges? We've solved the problem. The problem is solved. Men are women, women are men. I'm pregnant for a while, you're pregnant for a while. If someone doesn't change into an animal, we won't be saved. Someone must change into an animal so that we can be saved. A man turns into a cat. A man becomes a cat. He gives himself to his friends in the form of lead and coal. The man-cat gives himself to us in the form of lead and coal. He draws himself with lead and coal. The lead and coal man-cat draws a picture of himself. He is a girl. The man is a girl in black and white. She sings. There are brush fires burning. Thanks.